welcome aboard. Welcome everybody here. We are live from Viva Las Vegas, and it'll be a little bit more challenging for me to trade. It'll be a little bit more challenging to answer your questions online because I'm working in battle conditions with only one screen. So I'm gonna have to trade from my phone and have to communicate with the folks here as well. But in the meantime, obviously GDP came out. It looks like we can probably take a crack at crude oil. Right now, we're gonna look at potentially gold, but it looks like it's coming back too far. So right now, you're really looking at a potential trade in crude. So let's flip over to the 1 minute right now. And of course, we're waiting. Our stop in crude is going to be naturally, these things are in my way, so I can't see any god dang numbers. Hold on. Our stop in crude is going to be well, I'm going to have to guess because I can't see. So I'm going to say the stop is going to be 81.90. Okay, 81.90 if you're going to get crude. 81.90. Hold on 1 second. I got to get my phone set up. This is a true battle. Okay. And we don't have a buy yet. We're waiting. The bar has got to close green. So figure 82.57 or higher. No trade yet. Okay. We are going to be a buyer. We just don't know when. All right. Oh, I don't want that. I want that. Okay. Anything else? Gold is also now a potential buy. All right. So gold and crude. Gold stop's going to be, let's say, 23.26 if we get a trade. Right now, we don't have a trade, but if we do, new stop in crude, when we do get the trade, right now is going to be 81.76. 81.76. Stop in gold is 23.27. And remember, you put in, since there's people that don't know what we do every day, if you get in, you're using multiples, you buy one gold back $1 better. If you're doing like more than 3, you buy a second one at $2. And in crude, 10 ticks, 20 ticks, and then we let it run and manage from there. Okay. But right now we got nothing. Right now there's no trade to make because they're still going down, which is fine. We don't care. Okay, we know we're going to be buyers, so let it keep going lower. What do I care? Okay. And if you're asking questions at home, I can't really see them. Sorry. But you can hear me, I assume. Is that correct? Can everybody hear me in the rest of the country? Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so crude 82.48 or higher, we want to be a buyer. Again, it isn't the exact number, but we would be a buyer here if it indeed shows up and stays here. It's an arbitrary number, but we don't want to buy it on the way down. Okay, you can buy crude if you want. Okay, and your stop is what the hell did I say it was? I already forgot my 81.75. 81.75. Okay. Now, I should be putting my orders already, but I'm still trying to screw around with this stupid phone. Okay. So. Okay, so they're going against us, but again, we should be far enough away with our stop that it really doesn't matter. Okay, now we're waiting for potential on gold. And let's go back to the main board while we're waiting. And there's nothing here in the euro currency, not enough volume. Indexes are not busy enough at all yet to trade. Notes are really pretty quiet, which is interesting when you think about it. Okay. And our crude trade is right now, I'm about a 4-tick loser at the moment, but I mean, I don't even care right now. That's not what I'm worried about. I want to see if it'll pop up to in the high 82.50s and get us out of at least one, but right now it's going against us, but whatever. Now, the real question here is, are we going to get an add-on? And the people that are here don't know from add-ons. You guys at home know from add-ons, okay? So, but certainly there's a real potential that we will be adding to this trade. And of course, gold is not giving us a buy yet, but let's go back and see what's going on. And again, it continues to go lower. So again, there is nothing to buy because it's not coming back. It's not showing us any attempt to revert back to the mean. But there's a pretty high probability in crude, if we don't get stopped out on the first one, we're going to be adding to it. So basically, we're either going to get add or get stopped and rebuy. But right now, we don't have anything to do. We still got to wait. And obviously, we're still waiting on gold to become a potential trade or not. Gold, I'm going to be a buyer at, let's say, 23, 32, 50 or higher. Just again, get the benchmark so you know where I'm going to be looking when I have to make and execute this trade. And again, I might miss it because I got too many things to do without the right tools. But crude is going to be 90% chance it's going to be an add-on. So I'll see. So gold did not qualify. So now we're going to go back and watch crude. Okay. Because they're both going to happen at the same time now. The add-on or the stop, whichever is going to happen, are going to be at the same time. Look at gold get crushed. Wow. Okay. So you can see crude is now qualified. Gold is requalified again. Okay. Even the indexes are close. I mean, we're in areas that if we're having a busy day or an active market, I might be looking at them, but it isn't all that busy. So I'm not gonna step out of school, especially because I'm already underwater a little bit here. But we do know that we're going to look at potentially again buying crude again, and the new stop on crude if we buy. Well, your secondary stop will be 81.50, 81.56. So you have two stops, but of course your average will come down, so your sell points will change. We're still waiting. Excuse me. We're still waiting on gold, which is not giving us any buy. So okay, good for us. We don't have to buy. That's the beauty. That's the beautiful thing. We're going to buy it when it says that it's okay to buy it, and it's not saying so. Figure in crude on this secondary buy 31 or higher, 82.31. So it's not giving us anything. Okay. So we sit and wait. Okay. No add-on, no buy in gold yet. They're just murdering gold, I guess. Down $13. Okay, so we're watching, we're waiting. Is there anything else of note coming in that we're going to be watching now? Now, for you guys in this room, we're watching these volume spikes. That's why really this doesn't excite me. That doesn't excite me. Okay, these excite me. We're getting, because that is like an emotional trade. That is somebody's either getting forced out or forced in. They're forcing themselves in. It is unusual volume compared to the rest of the overall trading bars, which is why we're willing to go ahead and trade them, because we're not afraid to fade or trade against them, because we have a higher probability that they're going to have some mean reversion, if not total reverse. And so gold, it was pretty close, but not where necessarily we want to get in. We would really like to see this more confirmed. And of course, we're still waiting for the add-on in crude. I'm down $71 on 4 contracts, $63 on 4 contracts. I'm doing the micros, as I said, but when I do it live and in person, I trade the micros. So because I want everybody to learn the same way to trade. Okay, now, interesting enough, on the crude trade, we may not want to take the add-on because it's not going to help our average. Okay, do you guys at home understand that? We're not going to really get much benefit. We're just really almost be close to doubling at a position that we already have on. Does that make sense to everybody here too? Okay. So there's no real reason to add at 45 when we're in at 55. If we had 25 or 30, now we have a little bit of a spread, but at 45 and 55, it doesn't do me any good. Okay. So, and we're still waiting for a potential entry in gold. And so far, no dice, no bueno. All right, so let's go back to the one and pay attention because we're not doing much of the indexes anyways right now. Okay, so now you have a profit on your crude trade. Okay, you now have a profit. Go to break even on all of it because we're not going to let it go back down again. We got out of one. Okay, so now you got 10 ticks locked up. Okay, and you're out of one perfectly. Okay, make sure you take your lower stop out. But we got a profit. Now we can let it run. Now we can have a party. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's hard to do all this shit. My apologies for not being able to handle all this ridiculous crap that I have to deal with on getting rid of these orders now that I had in from before. Okay. I think I just got stopped out. Is that what happened? Oh. Okay, so I sold one more crude. Okay, so now we're out. We got the stop locked up, so you're making between $35 and $350 depending on what size of contract you're trading. That ain't bad. We can live with that, can't we? All right. And now gold. So gold is a trade, but hold on before you jump in. 17. I am not taking $12 worth of risk on a gold trade right now. Okay, so it's not a trade. By the rule, by the book, we would be a buyer. Okay, but we have to measure the risk in a market that is this slow. I'm not risking $12, which is $1,200 on a regular size contract on gold. Does that make sense to everybody at home? Okay, again, taking that, it may be a monster winner, but you know what? I don't care because I'm here to make money and not be under pressure. And I've got a nice little winning trade going on crude. Okay, I mean I'm up $91 in 3 plus what I already took off. Okay, so why would I want to put myself in exposure now in a trade that isn't as good? And in fact, hold on, did I miss this? Again, this is the battle conditions of trading. All right, I want you to tighten up your stop and crude. Okay, to take it. In fact, take it to a 10 tick trail stop now. Okay, from where it's at now. And why are we going to do that? Because we're very close. We're very close to a reversal trade, anyways. You see the volume spiking here? Those at home too, comment please and help me out so I know what you're getting it. Okay, it's much more challenging for me to do all this. All right, so we're getting a potential blow off would be a reversal. We're getting the V shape, which is exactly the reason we make the trade. Okay, it's too bad we didn't get lucky and get the extras way down there. But now we're making money. We got a trailing stop in. Okay, and the market will take us out. I don't even care. All I'm looking for now is do I actually get the reversal? Okay, because I'm real close to a potential reversal trader. Excuse me. As you guys at home who know, have been here before, know that by this time after 3 days of talking, I'm about cooked. Okay, so it's really not yet a true reversal. It's close. Okay, we'd like to see it pop up. I'd like to get to about $83 would be beautiful. Okay, but in the meantime, the gold is popping, and of course we didn't get in because I'm a chicken. But the crude is a very nice trade. Okay, it went from potentially thinking about getting stopped out to being up over $100 and some on a micro and $1,000 some on the big ones, and cruise not up on the day and still stopping out. And of course, it is now a reversal. Now keep your trailing stop in. That'll get taken out automatically. Okay. And now we're going to look to see when the reverse comes. Now you can bet your ass that trailing stop will get hit when it's time to reverse. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. But we do have a potential reversal coming here. And our stop now is going to be on the way up, is going to be 83.51 at the moment. 83.51, but we have no entry yet. Okay, we're actually still long. Even though we're going to get short now, we are still long this market until we see a red bar here. And of course, it takes us out of our trailing stop. But right now, I'm up $171. Okay, on 4 micros. And you're watching it live and in person, and I'm trading it right here. You can see, you can hear the dinging. Okay, so we have no trade yet to make in crude, but we know that we're going to be a seller. But in the meantime, we keep making money on our long. Not bad. Uh-oh. Okay. So we keep going up. That's great because we know we're going to be selling anyways. Spike. Look at that. Isn't that special? Because we're in. We're long. We didn't jump out. Okay. We protected ourselves. And now we're having a nice day. Okay. All right. So we're just waiting for a spot to sell it now. All right. So I am now out $161 profit. Okay. 4 micros. But now I don't have to sell yet. I'm still waiting for an opportunity to sell it. Okay. Which it looks like it may be coming. The new stop is going to be somewhere around 83.64. 83.64. And if you guys here are wondering how I get those numbers, 60 ticks in gold, $6, crude 60 to 60 cents or 60, yeah, 60 ticks, Dow 60 ticks, Russell 60 ticks, NASDAQ 25 ticks. Those are above the high or below the low, depending on which side you're getting in. So here's the high is about 83.04. So it'd be 83.64 would be the stuff. We'll be a seller. Figure 92 would be a good entry if it gets there. 92, but it's not there. So we're on to the next minute. Okay. So every stop we put in goes above the high print or below the low print of that market, that time. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it looks like we're in. No, the high of the move that you're watching, the move that triggered the trade. And so 91 or below will be a seller. 91 or below. Looks like we're gonna get there. We still gotta wait for the 27 seconds though. I'm getting my phone ready with my fat thumb. No, I want to sell it on the way down, and I want to make sure that it's doing what I expect it to do. I don't want to work in her. Listen, it wouldn't be a problem if I was on. Go ahead and sell it. All right. And your stop is at 63. Sorry guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. So we're now in this trade and we're short. So, okay, there's nothing really to do. You got your orders working. So let's go back and see about anything else is developing for us to look at. Out plus 149. Good job. Nice trade, sir. Nice work. I didn't take the gold because I didn't want to take $12 or $1,200 worth of risk for one contract. I usually I would cap the risk that I'll take at about 9, and it'd come back. The bar I would have the buy on the 1 minute bar when it gave me the potential buy signal, it was up at like 22.40ish, and my stop had to be down at 23.17. So I'm not in this kind of market. I'm not willing to take that much risk. Sports fans, you're gonna have to wait for me. You know how to manage these trades. I'll be right back. Early in the morning, and we'll see for a chicken room. Oh, I'm not doing good either. Shit. All right, let's see what happens. We're getting close to an ad on what frame. Sorry, what? All right. So I don't know. There's even a chance of a potential add-on here. We didn't do anything with the gold, and there's no new trade in the gold. The gold is just hovering, doing nothing. And we're now. Oh, the markets aren't open too. Okay, so there's a potential trade in the Nasdaq coming. Wouldn't you know, the one goddamn busy day is I'm working on a war field. Sorry, what, babe? Yeah. No, these are the regular size. I don't chart micros. They're the same. It's the same product. All right. So the Nasdaq is a potential if you're interested in playing. We know we already got the crude on, so let's take a look at the Nasdaq. And again, this will be obviously risk based. Stop's going to have to be at 172.90, and actually still going down, but 172.90. So we can make where we're not going to make that trade now because it's going straight down. Okay, but it is certainly a trade that we're going to look at. And of course, the crude is a little bit away from us. It's not giving us an add-on, I don't think. No, it is not. So we're just kind of waiting and hovering. And now we're waiting for an opportunity to get into the Nasdaq. Okay. Okay, now the problem is your stop is going to be 80, let's say 81. Okay, so we're not going to want to pay more than 21. 40 ticks maximum risk we're going to want to take. Okay, that's just a general guideline. I mean, again, anybody can take it if you want to. I'm not going to say don't. I just do not put you guys in that kind of risk. Okay, does that make sense to you at home as well? What's that, sir? I'm looking to buy it. NASDAQ. I'm not shorting it. I'm playing mean reversion. This is going straight down. I'm looking to be a buyer. ES didn't have enough volume, if I remember correctly. Here, it didn't have enough action. It was a flat bar on a big volume. It's a good look, good idea. But again, I want to see extreme price movement and extreme volume, which you have here and here. You see that? You see the big price sell off, and you see the big spike in volume. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay, and crude's coming back to us again, so that's a good thing. And let me go back to see what's going on with this NASDAQ in case I'm missing it. And so we're in potential buy territory. If you want to, again, if you want to buy it, it's not a buy yet. We still got to wait it out. Okay, but now you should have one of your crude off. Bing, you hear that? You should have one of your crude off. Go to break even on the balance of your crude right now. We're gonna work from there. All right, so now I'm cleaning up a mess. Kill me. Somebody shoot me. No, it's too hard for me to work on a phone and try to teach and try to do all this shit. I mean, I could just not trade, but then that would break everything that I talk about, that I always trade my own money. So, Tom will be here. You don't get there this early. You got too long of a day. What the fuck all? Okay, so you're working your crude. Okay, you got your stop in, you got your secondary contract in to buy. Maybe you got it. I screwed mine up. I pulled it out by accident. Put it back in now. So now the NASDAQ took away our buy. Why? Because it's way too much risk. Okay, you're going to have to risk 75 ticks. You want to risk that? That's $1,500 on a one contract. Again, that's just the way it's playing out right now. Nothing I can do about it. I got my second one off on crude now. So now we're up over $300 on crude since we've been sitting here on micros, 4 micros. Not bad. Okay. You guys having a good time at home? Watching me struggle under these battle conditions? All right. Well, we're gonna shut this down in a couple of minutes for you at home because I can't do everything. It's too hard for me to do all this. Okay. But you made some dough. Okay. You got your stops working. So I will see you guys tomorrow back in from the home base at home. Have a great day and take the money and run and let this trade run as long as it can. You got your stop in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay.
All opinions expressed by Tradier Hub contributors are solely the contributors' opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Tradier nor its affiliates and/or subsidiaries. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Hub contributors as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or to follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of their opinion. The contributors' opinions are based on their own personal research, but neither Tradier nor its affiliates and/or subsidiaries warrants its completeness or accuracy, and it should not be relied upon as such. Any trades or positions discussed or referred to by contributors may or may not be actual live trades or positions. Such information is not intended to be financial or investment advice. Tradier Inc. is the parent company of Tradier Brokerage Inc. Tradier Brokerage Inc. and Tradier Inc. are separate entities with their own products and services. Securities products and services are offered through Tradier Brokerage Inc. Tradier Brokerage Inc. is an independent subsidiary of Tradier Inc., all rights reserved, member FINRA SIPC.